Well, it's hard to believe, but we're just now fewer than 17 days away from the presidential election. Both candidates are in a full sprint on the campaign trail, plus the changing tides of the Israel-Hamas war. Joining us this morning to help break it all down is KSLA's Washington correspondent, Molly Martinez. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Stephen. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too. So let's start off with the election. What's the latest strategy in the final stretch for both candidates?
So, Stephen, Kamala Harris is focusing her ground efforts this week in the battleground state of Wisconsin. Next, she is set to campaign with the Obamas, hoping that they will lend some of their star power wattage to her campaign. They're going to be in Georgia and in Michigan. Speaking of Michigan, Donald Trump is beginning a tour of his battleground states today in Detroit. As for the lead up to the election, what we're going to see, Stephen, is a lot of unconventional campaigning. We've seen this already. These candidates are starting to really try and hit untapped voters. This includes going on popular podcasts and radio shows, going on opposition shows. So we're going to see a lot more front-facing interviews from these two in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, we're learning this week of the death of a Hamas leader over in Gaza. What do we know, and how does this impact the ongoing conflict?
So, Stephen, the Israeli military confirmed the death of Yahya Sinwar Wednesday.
Now it's time to move on.
Bombed out building in Rafah, throwing a stick at a drone. The IDF says a firefight then ensued, which killed Sinwar. Sinwar is believed to be the architect behind the October 7th attacks. So, for the IDF, Stephen, this was really their biggest fish, and many view his killing as a huge political win for Netanyahu. But the question is, what happens next? I spoke with peace consultant Max Siegel, who says Sinwar's death could be an exit ramp to this 13-month conflict between Israel and Hamas. Others see that as somewhat wishful thinking. Netanyahu spoke yesterday saying this offers a chance for peace, but the war is not over until those hostages are released. It is unclear what this means for the greater war, which is now, of course, expanded into Lebanon.
All right, interesting story here also in Washington. AI is now working for the government, helping sniff out $1 billion in fraud. What can you tell us?
Yeah, Stephen, this is kind of a fun one. So last year, the Treasury Department enacted AI to help comb through financial data, and it uncovered nearly $1 billion in check fraud. So this is predictive machine learning that flags something fishy at a much more efficient rate than human detection. It looks for subtle changes in data patterns through millions of transactions. And it's not just the Treasury. The IRS is also using AI in a similar manner to target scammers and tax cheats, which, Stephen, I think this is a sign that you and I should learn how to do our own taxes.
You know, I was thinking maybe AI could help me, stop me from buying things all the time. So, Molly, thanks so much.
AI would detect all those fake kids I claim on my tax return.
No, that's right. Okay, thank you. You didn't say that. Thank you so much. We're less than